Hello and welcome to a new video on my channel. My name is Sarah and today I'm back with another Sims 4 speed build. And today's video is going to be a little bit of a fun little speed build. I decided to combine my two favorite games, Sims 4 and Animal Crossing, and build an Animal Crossing town. I think that is a really cool idea. I really like Animal Crossing and I'm so excited for the new game for the Switch, which is coming out next month. I'm really excited. So yeah, to make it a little bit more easy to wait for the new game, I decided to build it in The Sims 4, and I based my town off Animal Crossing New Leaf. So it's pretty close to this game because this is the game that I probably played the most. So I didn't play other games a lot, to be honest. I think I played a little bit of Wild World and a tiny bit of how is it called, like Animal Crossing for the Wii, I don't know how it's called, and a little bit, probably a little bit of Pocket Camp. I don't really like Pocket Camp, to be honest, because I don't like mobile games in general. So yeah, it's based off Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I tried to build it as close to the game as I could. So I tried to include everything that is in the town, like the bridge and the ocean, and also like the train tracks and the train station and all that. So I wanted to make it as close to the game as possible. Of course, there would a bigger lot would have been a lot better for this speed build, but we only have 64 by 64 lots, so I had to work with that. But yeah, it's fine. I think I could fit a lot onto this lot, but I only put like 2 villager houses there, I think. So yeah, I didn't want the map to be like super cluttered and like too much on the map. So I didn't put like too many houses. I tried to focus on the main buildings like the retail, the town hall and the cafe, and not too much on like too many villager houses. So the map is pretty full and I didn't want to do that. So I did it that way. I also included the river, of course, and a waterfall. Yeah, I think it came out quite cute. I really like how it came out. It makes me really excited for Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is coming out next month. I'm super excited, and if you haven't played Animal Crossing before, you should definitely do it because it's a very great game. I feel like there are a lot of people who like The Sims 4 and Animal Crossing. I think it's like 2 games that go along very well, but they're pretty different, obviously, but it's like a very creative game, like The Sims 4 is as well. So I think a lot of people who like Sims 4 like Animal Crossing as well. So I personally played a lot of Animal Crossing. I played many hours of New Leaf, and it's such a great game. I don't think it's for everyone. It's pretty unique from the like game type. I don't know if you never played Animal Crossing before. It's about you being a villager, arriving in a town full of animals where you have to do like a lot of different tasks, like for your villagers or for your for yourself, like upgrading your house, making money from fishing, and collecting bugs and insects and all that. So there's a lot you can do in Animal Crossing. It's a real-time game, which I think is really cool because yeah, it's always in real time, and yeah, it's a pretty cute game. So if you haven't played it, I really recommend doing that. I also built the interior of the houses, but I decided to, so if you are in Animal Crossing and you go into a building, then there is the inside of the building is always like a room or several rooms with a black background around. So I decided to build the inside of the houses all in the basement, so it creates this effect if you go into the house that there is only black around the inside of the house. So I think it's really cool. It's pretty much like in the game, and yeah, I thought it was a cool idea, and I did it that way. I also added like a lot of stuff like flowers and trees and bushes. So I really tried to make it as close to the game as possible when it comes to the appearance of all the stuff. And I didn't want to only plant like normal trees and put a lot of other plants in there, because in the game you don't have like that much plants. It's just trees and bushes and flowers. So I tried to keep it like that and don't add too much to it, so if that makes sense. And I also try to give the grass a little bit more structure. I'm doing that later on in the speed build, because in the game you have like this pattern on the grass with like the different shapes, like the circles or the squares or triangles. So I try to make it look like this with different grass colors that I put on the grass. And made some dirt patches as well, so I think that's pretty close to it. And I also tried to recreate the beach as good as I could, and played some seashells and palm trees and all that. So I think it's really close to the game. I tried my best to achieve that, because I really wanted it to look like in the game. I built an Animal Crossing town, I think it was like 3 years ago. I did it like pretty much the same, but it was without the terrain tool, and it looked a lot different. So I thought I would make like an upgraded version of it with this town. And I also added 2 bridges, because you want to go over the river, of course. In Animal Crossing you can have at least a maximum of 3 bridges. So I added 2, and yeah, I wanted to make one diagonal, but then I realized I cannot build diagonal stairs. So this is really sad. I really like diagonal stairs. So this would be a very nice addition to the game in the future, hopefully. I also added the plaza, which is, I think it's an exclusive thing to Animal Crossing New Leaf. I don't think any other game had this town tree with a plaza in the town. I don't know actually, because I don't play a lot of other Animal Crossing versions. But yeah, it's pretty important. So I added this big town tree and plaza there. And for the trees in the town, I used like these trees that you can plant with your Sims. I think they're all like pear trees, and I think they're pretty cute, and they don't have like the classic Animal Crossing tree shape, but I think they look more cute with than the other trees in the game, and I think they look a little bit like Animal Crossing. I don't know, I think they just fit the theme. And for the buildings, I built like the shell, and then I put stairs into the building, and then the inside of the building is in the basement, as I said before. So when you go into the building, there's always a stairs that lead you down into the basement. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute, because I didn't want to fit like the inside of the houses into the small shells, because I didn't want to make them super big, because I wanted to be like in the game, but I also didn't want to fit everything in that tiny space, so I made it that way. So I hope that makes sense to you. And yeah, I hope you like this build. I really enjoyed building it, because I love Animal Crossing, and I know a lot of people do as well. And yeah, that was a lot of talking from me. I hope you like this video, and I think that's pretty much all I have to say today. I hope you have a super duper amazing day, and I will see you in my next video, and goodbye.